In this lecture, we will be creating AppConstants class and finish making the framework. By the end, you will be able to do this. So let's begin. Open Under Studio. Go to AppConstants, declare static object references. Static bitmap bank, static game engine, define a method to initialize these object references. Public static void initialization context bitmap bank equals to new bitmap bank context dot get resources. Remember that in the bitmap bank class, in the constructor, we are going to receive resources object. Game engine equals to new game engine. Define get bitmap bank. Public static bitmap bank get bitmap bank return bitmap bank. Define get game engine. Public static game engine get game engine return game engine. Go to game thread and define the following two methods. Public boolean is running return is running public void set is running boolean state is running equals to state. Go to manifests, copy and paste the activity tag below. Remove the intent filter tag and change the name to game activity. Go to main activity. Inside start game method, we will launch game activity by calling start activity method using an intent object. Intent acts as the glue between two activities, right? Intent equals to new intent. This game activity dot class start activity intent. We also need to call initialize method of AppConstants from main activity and pass the application context. After set content view, write AppConstants dot initialization this dot get application context. Finally, go to game activity and declare a game view object reference and instantiate in onCreate. Game view equals to new game view. Pass this as context. Use this object to set the content view. Set content view game view. Now you can finish the main activity as it's no longer needed. Go to main activity and call finish method. Run the app. As you can see, the background image is not taking up the full screen. I will give you a quick challenge to fix this issue. Pause the video now. Welcome back. I hope you managed that. My solution is to create a method for scaling the bitmap. But before that, we need to know screen width and height. So let's first declare that in AppConstants. Static int screen width comma screen height. Then create a method setScreenSize to set these integer variables. Private static void set screen size context window manager wm equals to cast this into window manager context dot get system service context dot window underscore service display equals to wm dot get default display matrix equals to new display matrix display dot get matrix int width equals to matrix dot width pixels int height equals to matrix dot height pixels AppConstants dot screen underscore width equals to width AppConstants dot screen underscore height equals to height. Next, call setScreenSize inside initialization. Set screen size context. Go to bitmap bank and define scale image. Public bitmap scale image bitmap float with height ratio equals to get background width divided by get background height. int background scaled width equals to, cast this into integer, width height ratio into AppConstants dot screen underscore height return bitmap dot create scaled bitmap comma background scaled width comma AppConstants dot screen underscore height comma false. Call this method inside constructor. Background equals to scale image background. Run the app. As you can see, the background image is leaving a trail once it leaves the right edge of the screen. Challenge for you to fix this. You can pause the video now. Welcome back. I hope you managed that. If you haven't, then just follow along with me. Open Game Engine. Inside update and draw background image method, we will write our logic for that. If background image X becomes less than minus within parenthesis background image width minus screen width, that means when the background image is leaving the right edge of the screen, we need to reinitialize background image X by adding background image width to it to create a continuous scrolling. The following draw bitmap method gets called only when the background image is leaving the right edge of the screen on a right to left animation. But when the background image X becomes less than minus background image width, that means when the background image is leaving the left edge of the screen, we set background image X to 0 right here to start over the side scrolling animation. If background image dot get X less than minus open close parenthesis AppConstants dot get bitmap bank dot get background width minus AppConstants dot screen underscore width canvas dot draw bitmap AppConstants dot get bitmap bank dot get background comma background image dot getX plus AppConstants dot get bitmap bank dot get background with comma background image dot get y comma null. Run the app. Perfect. So, congratulations on making your own gaming framework. As we move on, we will keep on improving by adding more features into it. Next, I will show you how to draw the bird on canvas, apply gravity and interact via touch.